Recorded Books Inspirational presents an unabridged recording of Beyond the Gathering Storm by Janette Oke, narrated by Barbara Caruso. This work is copyrighted 2000 by Janette Oke. This recording is copyrighted 2000 by Recorded Books. Raised as siblings, Henry and Christine learned true compassion from their adopted parents, Elizabeth and Wynn Delaney. Now, in very different worlds, Henry and Christine struggled to share the love and faith that they were given with the new people in their lives. Now these two compassionate hearts are at risk of being broken. And now, Beyond the Gathering Storm.
Chapter 1. The cold rain and wind did not make for the kind of morning she would have chosen for the day's venture. Though she did her best to shield herself with the borrowed umbrella, it was impossible to keep either wind or rain from penetrating her clothing. It wasn't the weather itself she found hard to endure. The fact that distressed her was her father's having just spent 3 days with her as she carefully chose a new, though limited, wardrobe. Was it to be ruined on her first day and all that time wasted? Her father had not complained, but she was sure he thought the decision-making could have been compressed just a bit. She had been nervous enough when leaving her small room in the boarding house, and the weather did not help. "I wish Dad could have stayed, or Mama could have come with me," she whispered to herself. She remembered her mother's parting reassurances, even though the tears streaming down that familiar face had seemed to belie them. "God will be with you. Never forget that. And we'll be praying. Every day," her mother had whispered. That thought had a steadying effect, and she clutched the umbrella more tightly and prepared to cross the street. She had lifted a foot to step out when she heard an approaching auto. Automatically her head turned, and she paused, still amazed and amused by the noise and the speed with which these modern conveyances travelled. This one was dark blue, with a fancy piece of statuette embellishing the hood. The man at the wheel was poking his head out the open window, obviously for better vision than through the rain-spattered windscreen. Dark goggles covered his eyes, and a long scarf dangled from his neck, threatening to whip away in the wind. She could not help but stare, a bemused smile lifting the corners of her mouth. Momentarily she forgot the rain and her nervousness, so taken was she.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?